I am Toby. I heard stories about you. Gunslinger,
Stories don't mean much, kid.
Sirius is coming. He and his gang will kill us all.
Then maybe it's time to ride out.
Hello everyone. Today we're going to learn how to create a short film using the ultimate text-to-video prompt generator and Minimax AI for video generation. We'll be using custom ChatGPT, and I'll walk you through the steps to create a few videos as examples. We'll start by creating a film, and ChatGPT will ask what kind of film we want to make. It usually provides different options in this, so I'll select short film and then choose the genre. In this case, I'll choose an action cowboy film set in the Wild West. You can add anything you want, even more than what I include. ChatGPT will then generate titles, and I'll select the second one, The Last Revolver. It will start writing the logline, character names, and descriptions. I'll read through these, and if I don't like something, I'll copy it and generate images on Krea AI to see how they look. If there's an issue, I'll ask ChatGPT to update the character details and make changes. ChatGPT will remember the updated character details and continue editing. Sometimes it might lose track of the progress or make mistakes, so I'll say, follow the instructions to guide it back on track. It will then resume writing, following the corrected instructions. ChatGPT will provide the same details again, and as you can see, it has about 10 storytelling models pre-built into it. These come with structured setups, and you can always add more or request additional scenes. I'll keep saying OK and proceed to the next step. ChatGPT will start writing the script for the first scene with dialogues, and when it finishes, it will ask if I agree with the script or want to make adjustments. I'll usually say OK and move forward. If ChatGPT doesn't provide what I need, I'll say something like, please follow the instructions, or provide a short list before writing. Then it will start generating the short film, and I'll iterate as needed. When ChatGPT creates characters, like the antagonist, it might add details I don't like. For example, it could suggest an outfit I'm not a fan of. In that case, I'll select some reference images from Google, point out the outfit I like, and say, I prefer this outfit. ChatGPT will then incorporate those details into the character design. I'll say, okay, but keep some elements from the original character and suggest additional details like adding a beard. That's all it takes to finalize the character, and ChatGPT will rewrite the scenes with the updated character details. I'll copy and paste these updates and generate more. For example, let's create another scene, like Scene 7, Edges of the Gunfight. It will describe what's happening, and I'll copy everything. In this case, I requested that character details be added under each shot. It's helpful to have these details alongside the shots for better precision. I'll copy all this information, and as you can see, I'll head to my Minimax account to start generating the videos. Minimax allows me to edit details like removing unnecessary information such as camera descriptions, scrolling through, and adding full character descriptions where needed. After this, I'll click Generate and repeat the process for additional shots. Sometimes the prompts won't clearly specify if the scene is set during the day or night, so you'll need to clarify that. For example, in this case, I wasn't sure, but I made sure to clean up the prompts. Adding details like camera movement for the final frame, such as a static shot, is also helpful before clicking Generate. I'll also clean up unnecessary character details here and remove other elements. Minimax offers options like enabling or disabling enhancements in the prompt. For instance, I'll try one version with enhancements disabled and another with them enabled to compare the results. After copying the same prompt and including all the details, I'll test it in Minimax. Each generation can vary slightly, even when using the same prompt, so don't be surprised if the output is inconsistent. That's normal for Minimax. You can delete the ones you don't like these. As you can see, the same prompt produced different results, which is both interesting and expected. Sometimes you'll notice issues with the generated content, like a cartoonish look or unrealistic visuals. This could be due to a word in the prompt, like attractive, causing it to generate a 3D-like appearance. For example, in this scene, the character's eyes are exaggerated, giving a fearful expression. This happens because the system interprets stress or fear in an exaggerated way. Another tip for using Minimax: pay attention to errors in the output, such as a missing character head. When this happens, I'll simply regenerate the content. Always review the prompts carefully to ensure no important details are missing. You can improve consistency by using recognizable names for characters, especially famous actors or celebrities. Minimax tends to generate better results when it can identify a name, so I recommend finding names it recognizes. The system will try to create a consistent character based on the name. Not all generated videos are perfect. Some parts might look off, but you can trim those sections. For instance, if the gun in the first second of a scene doesn't look realistic, I'll cut that portion and use the rest. Editing is essential for refining the final output. Returning to the video generation, let's do one more. Close-up shots often include two sets of character details. Minimax might mix these up initially, but after a few attempts, you'll get the desired results. I'll continue refining this and click Generate. Here are two finished scenes. The first respects the main character's details and camera movement, while the second shows the sheriff's office being blown up. It seems the sheriff dies in this movie. For example, in this scene, I'll copy the prompts and translate them into Chinese to see how they look. After generating a Spanish version as well, I can compare how different languages influence the results. Translation experiments can lead to unique visuals. On average, Minimax takes about 5 minutes to generate a video. Once it's ready, you can review and refine it further. Let's finish generating these 4 video scenes. Before we start, let's review what we've created so far. As you can see, the sheriff's office has been destroyed. Here's the next scene. Here's the Chinese version, which uses Chinese text. As you can see, it works just like the English version, with no major differences. Let's compare the optimized and non-optimized versions. The results are quite similar. Since ChatGPT provides a solid prompt, the outcome doesn't vary much between the two versions. Now, let me show you the next step. I'll go to ChatGPT and say, okay, next scene, follow instructions. Let's see what it generates. As you can see, it's adding dialogues and generating shots. I can ask for additional shots for this scene, so let's try that. I'll request some more shots. You'll notice it generates additional shots, but some might not directly relate to the characters. For example, I'll copy this and try generating extra shots to see what results I get. Now let's see what happens when I add more details. I'll include a detail like a dark eye to see how it influences the shots. As you can see, it generates 10 more shots that fit within the same scene. You can keep generating different results with the same prompt. Using the same input will produce slightly different outcomes, allowing for experimentation and variety. ChatGPT can also generate images. For instance, if I say, please generate an image of, it will create an image for me. Pre-generated images are also available in ChatGPT for use in your projects. Let's try generating an image. As you can see, it creates an image. You can download these images and animate them using Minimax. Let's convert this image to PNG. Okay, I'll convert it to PNG now. There, you see the same prompt generates this image, and I'll use it. You can also use Krea AI to generate images. For example, I'll go to Krea AI, set the aspect ratio, copy the prompt, and generate the image. As you can see, the results are excellent. The images have a cinematic quality. This one is a random character, not from the main cast, but it's still usable. Okay, here's another example. You'll notice the system retains characters like Toby. It consistently keeps the design intact. If I want to refine our main character further, I'll go back to Krea, clear the previous inputs, and use a new prompt to generate the image. Now, you can see it resembles our character. I can even ask ChatGPT to refine it further. Let's see what it creates this time. This version captures the main character near a church, with others in the background. Here's another close-up of a secondary character. This shot is very realistic. The character is consistent with our earlier designs. This will take another 2 minutes, so in the meantime, I'll download the videos, edit them, and apply color grading. I'll enhance the sharpness slightly, arrange them in sequence, and create the final short movie. For longer clips, I'll capture the last frame and upload it to Minimax to add camera movement or extend the clip's duration. For example, instead of a 6-second action scene, I can extend it to 12 or even 20 seconds by describing additional movements, like the character turning or walking left. You can also request specific camera movements, such as dolly zooms or pans. ChatGPT handles this effectively and offers a range of popular shot types. Now let's look at the final output. This video was generated using GPT. It's not hyper-realistic, but it maintains character consistency. For instance, the same character appears consistently throughout the video. This improves the overall quality of the movie. ChatGPT ensures that the designs stay aligned, even in repeated prompts. I've covered this in more detail in my YouTube tutorials. You can find guides on how to create consistent characters and other tips for improving image and video quality. The quality of these generated images has improved recently, likely due to updates. As you can see, the results are now more polished and appealing. You can also check out our YouTube channel for tutorials. We have a playlist of guides that show you how to create different types of short films, animations, and more using my custom GPT models. On Patreon, I share free resources, including custom GPTs, downloadable styles, prompts, and updates for new tutorials. We also have a Facebook group where you can connect with others and explore more content. That's it for today. I hope you learned something new from this tutorial. Thank you for watching, and see you next time. Bye-bye.